Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams, you will do amazing things. The places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when, or where, or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out, just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things.
a dancer, just start dancing. If you wanna fly, then
life of your dreams, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when, where, or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things.
I know that there is nothing stopping me. No physical presence that I can't see. Oh, there's nothing in my way. There's nothing in my way. There's nothing in my way.
your flowers will have to go to somebody else. Speaking of Wednesdays, I am pleased to announce our Wednesday evening services for 2025, and they are called the Wednesday Experience, with the tagline of a look at life through meditation, musings, metaphysics, and magic. And each week, the evenings will be facilitated by a host of ministers, practitioners, and others. And the service will once again be held on Zoom from 7 o'clock until 8:15. So please join us for that. We will not be having a Wednesday evening service this coming Wednesday on Christmas Day or on New Year's Day, but we will have some other events for you. Thank the lovely Michelle Love for her beautiful meditation that enlarged the container that our service will unfold within. Thank you so very much, Michelle. And now I would like to invite the awesome Sean Shockey up to the podium for our announcements.
Good morning, everybody. You know, when I was sitting there today, I was thinking about the words announcements. Whenever, and it's such a simple word, but whenever you think of the word announcements, generally you're saying something that's going to happen in the future. To me, when I think of the word announcements, I think of looking forward to something. You're not stuck. Here we are taught, you know, you live in the moment, and living in the moment is good, but you also want anticipation. You want something that's, you know, like I'm going to work tomorrow. Well, in a week I'm going to get paid. So, so I'm looking forward to, you know, the anticipation of getting my check. So anyway, here's the announcements. Okay. Right. Please consider joining us for one or more of our holiday services. All of them will be held at 4 Points by Sheraton at 1300 Clarence Circle in Morrisville. Please RSVP at info@trianglecsl.org. Okay. On Tuesday, December 24th, we will celebrate Christmas Eve in a light and music-filled service. The evening is called Inspired to Shine. Karen Daly and Cindy Johnson will inspire us with their music. There will be a potluck reception with hors d'oeuvres and desserts from 5 until 6. Please bring a dish or dessert to share. The service begins at 6. Okay. On New Year's Eve, we will host a special evening of an inspirational message, meditation, music, and ritual. We join together in community and say goodbye to 2024 and welcome in 2025 in a very powerful way. The service begins at 6. Okay. On New Year's Day, we will be facilitating our annual Visioning and Vision Board Workshop. Be prepared to download your highest and best for the new year. Start now by gathering up any magazines you may have lying around to use in the process. We will supply all the other necessary materials, so please RSVP at info@trianglecsl.org so we know how many people will be attending. We'll begin the visioning at 12 and follow that with the creation of our vision boards from 1 to 3. Because of the holidays, there will be no Wednesday evening service on Christmas Day or New Year's Day. Okay. Because of the holidays, there will be no Wednesday evening services on Christmas Day or New Year's Day. Okay. From this moment on, January 2025 will be known as Bring a Friend, Share the Joy Month. The invitation is for each of us to invite at least one friend to join us for at least one Sunday service. The more friends on more Sundays, the better. Each Sunday, we will hold a raffle for the guest and a raffle for the host. There will be other giveaways for all. After every service, we will also be holding a special event. For example, lunch bunch on the first Sunday, rap with the Rev on the second Sunday, bingo with John Carnes on the third Sunday, and a prayer workshop on the 4th. Mark your calendars and reach out to some friends for Bring a Friend, Share the Joy January. Please welcome Michelle Love, right? Yep, back to the platform.
Thank you, Sean. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So our theme for the year 2024, our ending theme, is a grand rising. Our theme for the month of December is sticking to the landing. Reverend Andy's message is the incredible light of being. Looking forward to that. I'm now going to read this community's purpose statement. This is our reason for being here. Our purpose is to inspire, educate, and empower individuals to experience themselves as unique and individualized expressions of God, the love intelligence that governs the universe. We are committed to not merely a theoretical understanding of our oneness and unity with God, but to consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through celebration, service, study, and fellowship, we are committed to the transformation of our personal lives into being a powerful and beneficial presence on the planet. With the energy of unconditional love, simply, we are here for God. So now I invite you to close your outer eyes. Turn within, opening your heart and mind, and allow the sounds of the crystal bowls to just wash over you.
Time to come back to us, please. My name is Carol Cross. I'm one of the practitioners here. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm just so happy to be here. This really has a sort of a magical energy today, so, and I'm knowing that those of you on the other side of the camera are feeling that as well. So it is now time for our cherished blessing of all faiths. Please welcome up Stephanie and Mark, who are going to be supporting me in this. Yay, Stephanie and Mark. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living honors the diversity and threads of truth that run through all spiritual paths as represented by this ceremony. Christianity is the path of Christ consciousness, love, and forgiveness. Buddhism is the path of compassion and understanding. Judaism is the ethical path of living by sacred law. Baha'i is the path of unity and peace. Islam is the path of submission to the will of God, the highest calling. Confucianism is the path of deliberate tradition. Taoism is the natural way, the path of ultimate reality. Native American practice and shamanic traditions are the paths of primal spirituality. Shintoism is the path of tribal ancestry. Hinduism is the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. Science of mind and spirit is the path of the divine principle of love and law. And the heart represents the one heart, the one love that resides at the center of all people and all beings everywhere, with no exception. May peace prevail on earth through the followers of all paths. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So you can go back to closing your eyes again as I say a word of blessing on today's divine gathering. Oh, man. And we've been talking about this all month, celebrating the light. And today is the day when we get a little bit more light every day until it gets to its max in summer. And so I am seeing that light and feeling that light within me growing stronger and brighter and permeating not only my physical body, but the atmosphere around me. And I know it is pouring from my physical container and meeting up with all the other lights in the room or over the internet or in the community or all over the planet, because that is the truth of who and what we are. We are all individualized bits of that divine light, of the one, the only power and presence behind everything in our lives, in our world, in our universe. It's all the one that is good and beautiful and bright and strong and wise and peaceful and joyful and abundant and magical. And so, knowing that as we go into this divine gathering, we do so at that level of the light of spirit. And that's, what we in our human thing call magical is just what's natural for spirit. And so I know that these magical spiritual things will be unfolding for us today and will touch each of us in the way that we particularly need to be touched. I say a word of blessing to all the volunteers who work behind the scenes to make everything go smoothly. I say a word of blessing on our beloved Heather, who does so much for us all week long and then comes and does AV for us on Sundays, along with other things, of course. But I say a word of blessing on Michelle Love for her beautiful meditation and her
lines that I've sung and heard for 40-something years. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good, for goodness sake. And every year I listen to that and I think to myself, ain't that purty? But this time I was like, that's kind of BS. It's a contradiction. It's not a paradox. It's a contradiction. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good. Why? Because he's watching. And if you're not good, you ain't going to get nothing on Christmas morning. It's not good for goodness sake. It's good to get something. And so I'm sitting there talking to the radio. No one's around to hear these brilliant thoughts. And I'm like, boo-boo, that don't make no sense. That has nothing to do with what I want to talk about today, but I needed to get it off my chest. Because I think the song should go, I'm not watching you. I have no idea what you're doing. Be good, be bad. I'm still going to give you a present, but be good for goodness sake. Like my children. They've gotten presents every single, you're a young person, you know what I'm talking about, but you're a good one. Every year of their life, they get stuff Christmas morning. Do you think they're good every year? No. I want them to be good for goodness sake. Heck, I want them to be good to get stuff. But it doesn't work and they get stuff anyway. So anyway, that's just me. That's just me and what I'm going through. How are you this morning? Paradox. How do I talk about I guess I could talk about to talk about. But how do you talk about winter? You don't. You talk about spring. You talk about summer. You talk about fall. In the spring, brand new life. The smell of spring. Spring smells good, and I don't. So I love it when things smell good. When I hugged you this morning, you smelled great. Spring, new life, abundance, things coming back, manifest, beauty, life, home. Summer, light at its peak, warmth at its peak, feet in the grass. Metaphorically, I never walk outside barefooted. But metaphorically, feet in the grass, beach house, sand and heat, and all the goodness of life pouring down. Summer, fall, things begin to fade. The veil is thin, life is exiting. It's not about death, it's about dying, and every leaf is like paper. It's tactile, it's tangible, it's imminent. I can see it, I can taste it, I can touch it. Leaves are delicious. And then winter. And then winter. And winter is not about anything. Winter is about nothing. So how do we talk about winter? How do we celebrate something that retreats and is gone? Do we celebrate the something that leaves, or do we celebrate the nothing that's left? What about winter? We're not very good at winter. We're good at spring. We're good at spring. We love it in North Carolina in January when it's 90 degrees. And everybody's like, oh, thank God it's 90. I'm like, it's January. It should not be 90. Bernie was right. We're good at summer. Oh, we're good at fall, but we're not good at winter. Why? Because we are life. We resonate with life. We like life. We are life, and life makes sense. But what do we do when it's gone? I want to paint you a picture. Are you ready? Let's just say, you can close your eyes if you like. You don't have to. Let's just say you are a part of a small community. And let's just say that you live in accordance with the seasons. Now, we kind of live in accordance with the seasons now, but, we choose to live in accordance with the seasons. We have heat, we have light, and we don't have to live in accordance with the seasons if we don't want to. If it's dark in December, we can work all night in the light and in the warmth. But in this little community you're in that you are imagining, let's just say there is none of that, and you are living with the seasons. Fall has passed, and it's getting darker and darker and darker and colder and colder and colder as life just retreats. And one night you come in, and maybe you're with a family, maybe you're with a community, but you come into your home and you huddle. You huddle together, maybe by a fire. And it's the longest, darkest, coldest night of the year. And you wait. Maybe you tell some stories. Maybe you reflect on the year past. Maybe you think about the year ahead. But really, what you're doing is you are waiting. And then something happens in the silence. Something happens in the darkness. Something happens in the cold that you cannot quite grasp, that you can't quite wrap your mind around. Once everything retreats, there is this one eternal sacred moment where there is absolutely nothing. And then you fall asleep. And the next morning you wake up and you walk outside and the sun begins to rise. And you say, yes. It's a new day. We made it. It's a brand new day. All your eyes should be open by now. You can open your eyes now if you want. What is winter? What is the solstice? What is that space? And how do we embrace it? Something that you cannot touch or taste. How do we let it in? What is it about? What happens when everything else stops? What happens when everything else dies? What happens when everything else fades? What is left when there is nothing? When all the immanence has fallen back into transcendence, what is that space? I like joy. I am a joyous individual. Joy is spring. Joy is summer. Joy is creation. When God creates, it is joyous. When Om becomes, it is a joyous thing. I like joy. I like it a joy. What is love? Love is recognition. It's seeing yourself in another. It's God seeing God. It's the transcendent seeing itself through the immanent. That is love. I love love. I love it. I love it when I see my fellow human being and I'm like, yes, there you are. There I am. We are all broken pieces of the same light, as beautiful Carol, Mother Christmas said. But peace is something different. Peace is what is left when everything fades. Peace is nothing and peace is everything. When all creation fades and we go back into the womb, to the void, to the space where it comes from, it is peaceful. Peaceful is the state of nothingness. The absolute ground of being is peaceful. And if you want to get there, you have to let go of everything. The only way to find peace is to let go of every thought, every desire, every part of creation, and sink into the liminal space between. Peace is nothing, and winter, Michelle, is trying to teach us that. How do you celebrate winter? We celebrate spring, summer, and fall. It's easy, but how do we celebrate winter? we do it by not doing it. Winter is about waiting. Winter is about patience. Winter is about doing absolutely nothing and reveling in it. Becky's gone. You know who Becky is? She's my wife. She left. She went to Maryland to see some kind of Snowy Peanuts thing. She didn't leave me. I don't think. We'll see if she comes back. When she goes, it's not terrible. I have a good time, especially when she takes the kids with her. All of a sudden, time like stops. And I'm like, oh, there's nothing that anybody needs from me. However, you guys know what I'm talking about. However, I find myself waiting. When she's gone, it's peaceful. It's very peaceful. But I find myself waiting for her to return. That's winter. That's the solstice. It's about patience. It's about coming to that space in between the fall and the rise of life and letting it be. It's about waiting. And if we wait, if we allow all of life to sink back in to the barren, sacred landscape of winter, we will discover something there that can only be called peaceful, even though it doesn't quite grab it. So how do we do it? How do we celebrate winter? Not just in winter, not just when the outside tells us, hey, wait. Turn the heat off, turn the lights off. You don't have to do that. You could. But how do we find that peace every day? How do we cultivate a peace in our life that will sustain us in spring, summer, fall, and winter? There's two ways. Jacob, get your pen and paper out. There's going to be a test, and you will fail. No, you don't have to write this down. Come on, you're on break. Bro. You're not going to remember this anyway. Two ways to cultivate peace. One, pay attention to when things stop. Things are stopping all the time. There's the end of a day. There's the end of a week. There's the end of a month. There's the end of a season. There's winter. There's death. There's the loss of a loved one. There's a loss of an animal. There's a loss of an idea. There's a loss of a dream. There's any time anything fades, anything that's created. That's the thing about created things. They rise, they sustain, they fall, they stop. And when they stop, pay attention. Grieve, mourn, and pay attention to what is left in that moment. Sometimes it's just a moment. I think all the time. That's what my therapist says. You think all the time, don't you? I said, no, let me think about that. In the brief moments between my thoughts, there is a death, there is a space, and it is peaceful if I pay attention to it. If I allow that to fade and pay attention to the liminal space between the womb of creation where everything goes and where everything is born. If you pay attention, things are dying all the time. Pay attention to what happens when they go. There is sound. Where does the sound go? Pay attention. There is light. Where does the light go? Pay attention. That's the first way. The second way, cultivate silence. Have moments where you stop. That's what this was all about, solstice. It's about stopping. Wow, everything is stopping. There was a time when I was young and there was no electricity or heat. And we coming from the farm. I don't know. There was a time. I assume there was a time when you had to stop. no light, no heat, no crops. You had to stop and you had to wait. And in that place, it was dark and it was melancholy and it was sacred and it was beautiful, and you just stopped. It's a little harder to stop now. Even this time of year, I can find myself getting Christmased out. Hey, what are we doing tonight? We're going over to see so-and-so, and we're going to eat this, and we're going to eat that, and we're going to do this. And I love it. It's abundance. It's beautiful, but too much abundance. So we have to cultivate silence. We have to make ourselves stop and let everything fade. The Buddha and the pond, you know what I'm talking about. The Buddha and the pond. The Buddha said every thought is like a pebble in a pond. Thought, thought, thought. If you're me, thought, 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 thought. If you're my brother, thought. Thought. He's actually a lot smarter than me. But the Buddha said every thought is a pebble, and every pebble stirs up the pond and creates waves. It creates things. It creates stuff. And the sediment from the bottom rises up, and you can't see anything. And if you stop, everything settles. Everything settles. And the pond becomes crystal clear. So 2, cultivate silence. 2, cultivate quiet. Allow life to settle. Allow it to stop. Life is distracting and beautiful. Oh, like the bass next door. Yeah, life is the bass. If you can hear me, keep playing, dude. Keep playing. It's cool. Life is distracting. That's perfect. Nice. You got that. That's good. Life is distracting. We love the imminent. Love spring. Love summer. Love fall. I can see it. I can taste it. I can touch it. I eat a leaf and I'm like, beautiful. Life is distracting. We have to allow those distractions to fade. We have to step away for a moment. The imminent is beautiful. Most people I have met have a very cataphatic spirituality. They find God in the stuff, and that's great. I find God in my human being. I find God in the music. I find God in the dance. That's why Christianity is so popular, because it is God in human form. It's God you can talk to, God you can walk with, footprints in the sand. That's why Hinduism has 300,000 deities, because I want someone to talk to. I want God as an immanent, but you also have to balance that with the transcendent, the place where all those fall. This could sound sacrilegious. Fuck it. It's okay. Jesus won't last. Shiva won't last. Ganesh won't last. What they reference, that'll last. Everything imminent will fade. Every spring will end. Every summer will end. Every fall will end. And eventually become winter. But winter, it's always quiet. It's always silent. You know why you can't find peace, Larry? Because you're married. You know why you can't find peace? Because it's already there. Peace is with you all the time. It is the womb that we exist within. It is the room that we exist within. But the only way you can allow it to permeate your being is if you let go of everything else. Peace is the one sustainable thing if you let go and allow everything to fade. That is what Solstice is asking of you. One more thing. 2 more things. 10 more things. Another half an hour, then I'm done. The sacred Om. You've heard it, right? You know the Om? Ma'omi? You know the Om? It's the 4-syllable sound. It's ah, oo, It's ah, oo, It's Om. The Om begins in the silence. It begins in the breath. It activates like creation, and then it falls back. You cannot have Om without the silence of breath that gives it its Ah, spring. Ooh, summer. Fall. My prayer for you today is that you are able this solstice to let go of everything and to allow peace to find you. My prayer for you is that throughout your life, throughout the year, on a daily basis, you are able to stop. It's scary. It's scary because we identify with the stuff, that you allow yourself to stop, let it fade. Don't do any homework. Let it fade. And see what's left when everything stops. Because I'm telling you, once you do, you will find that silence walks with you everywhere. In spring, summer, and fall, it's always winter. Heat, sun, creation. Without it, peace. Where we are from and where we are going. So let's pray together. And in this prayer, here's what I want to do. Get comfy yet? With the hands in the Buddha position. Now go ahead and get comfy. I want to be silent for a moment. Then I'm going to say a few things, but I want you to do is pay attention to the difference between the silence and the words, and pay attention to their relationship. My voice rises from silence. My thoughts rise from space. The love I have is a recognition of imminent things. And then everything falls back. Help me to see myself in creation. Help me to see myself in the beauty of spring, in the abundance of summer, in the frailty of winter. And then help me fade, help me fall, help me let go. Help me be, help me exist. And let go of the fear that I have to always exist. We are grateful for the silence that gives rise to this noise. We are grateful for the noise that reminds us that life is joyous. Help me to make a joyful sound, and then to let every sound fade. In the depths of this winter, I am thankful for peace, because it always is, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it.
Andy, that was beautiful, amazing. Thank you, as always. It is now time for our conscious giving. Triangle Center for Spiritual Living is sustained by the giving of our time, talent, and treasure. And this is the time every week when we offer financial support to this community, so that we can continue to be a beacon of light and warmth and love in the greater Triangle area. We affirm the truth that this offering lifts this spiritual community, prospers the one giving, and adds to the energy of sufficiency on the planet. There are 3 ways that you can give, and they're here on your screen or on your screens at home. Visit our website at trianglecsl.org, and there's a button that you can click on that says Give. Text the word GIVE using the following number, 919-629-9148, or you can actually mail a check to our PO Box 4062, Cary, North Carolina 27519. In this moment, I invite you to please place your hand with your gift over your heart with an affirmation, perhaps for yourself or for someone else or for the community. And we'll do our offering affirmation in a call and response. I live in an abundant universe that blesses and prospers my life. I live in an abundant universe that blesses and prospers my life. I give with gratitude, knowing that God is my source. And so it is. Thank you all so very much for your generosity. And now please be generous as we welcome the lovely Karen Daly back to her piano.
So I just had to sneak this one in before we all go. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Well, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. So may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. I hope everyone has a blessed, blessed holiday. I love you. Thank you for being here.
Well, you know the secret to why that song is so fabulous? Other than the fact that Karen is like one of the most talented people on the planet, is in that song, I know that you are hearing authenticity, because she's a New Hampshire gal stuck in a Carolina Christmas place. So thank you, Karen. All right. So, and that's a good reminder that, you know, most of us are out, holly jolly, Christmas, Kwanzaa, you know, whatever. But that's not true for everyone. So if you have some sadness or some issues or something other than feeling holly jolly going on, we are here for you. So we have on our website at trianglecsl.org, and there's a button on the home page in the upper right hand corner for prayer requests. So if you feel like you need some support during this time, please reach out. We'll get the request and we'll go out to all of the practitioners and ministers, and you will have a powerful prayer team on your side. And of course, you can have happy prayers too. But I know some people who are having a blue Christmas this year, and that's okay. And it's okay to ask for support. And it's also okay to ask for joy. So, but please use us. And then, of course, we have our beautiful flower dedication. So should you want to give a flower dedication to someone, you contact Heather Abbott at info@trianglecsl.org or Reverend Dusty at dustyripplemeyer@yahoo.com. Okay, so we now have our December affirmations. So rise up, one of the last grand risings we'll have of the year. And this is a call and response. So I go first, and then repeat with meaning. Since spirit is all there is, my work is to increase my understanding of and alignment with that infinite presence. As I do so, I connect ever more deeply with spirit and open myself to the flow of its fire. As I allow the fire of spirit to move me, I rise to new levels of joy and love. As I recognize the ever-present light within me and let it shine, my own light becomes brighter. As my own light becomes brighter, I light up the lives of others just by being who I am. As I complete this year of a grand rising, I look forward to what's next and proudly proclaim, and loudly and proudly proclaim yes to life. As I complete this year of a grand rising, I look forward to what's next and loudly proclaim yes to life. And so it is. All right, you may sit down and you may shut your eyes and go within one last time for today's event. And what I'm now seeing is I'm noticing the darkness. And there is great beauty and truth and wonder and wisdom and peace in that darkness. As spirit is in the dark, just as spirit is in the light. And spirit knows what it's doing by blessing us with both of those qualities. So I know that this has been a powerful service, a profound service, a life-changing service. And I know that that means that I and you and our community, all of us will be manifesting something new and different in the coming weeks. And it will produce, I don't know what. But like our announcements, I can't wait to see what it shows up. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for life and for love and for law and for our community and for this beautiful manifested world. I'm grateful for everyone who participated in the service. I'm grateful for these teachings. And I'm grateful that today takes us a little bit closer to that world that works for all. So please proclaim this with me, with our words, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you all so very much for your presence here today or for inviting us into your homes. A great appreciation goes out to Reverend Andy, to Karen, to Heather, to Michelle, to Carol, to Sean for his announcements, and to each and every single one of you. Happy holidays. Please consider joining us for one of our celebrations. And if yes, then I will see you soon. And if not, I will see you later. I love you all.